welcome to a slightly different video. In this video I'm going to be showing you all of the handmade decorations that I have around my house at Christmas time. So they're tree ornaments and wreaths and things. So I'm just going to say a little disclaimer right at the start. They aren't all crochet items. Lots of them are, but I'm also going to show you the other things, so like the knitted items that I have, and also like felt and material items too, because I know this is obviously a crochet channel, but this is just a special video to show you all of the handmade things, because you know every handmade item is just as good as another. So I wanted to show you all of my handmade Christmas decorations. So I'm going to start with the crochet ones. So obviously all of the crochet ones here, there are tutorials for on my channel. So I'm going to start with my little Christmas baubles. So you'll have probably seen in the last couple of weeks the tutorial for these has gone up on my channel. There's a left-handed and a right-handed version for you. I've really enjoyed putting proper crochet baubles on my tree this year. I've used both colours. I'm really not bothered. My tree doesn't necessarily have a colour scheme, so it's multicoloured and I love it. So I've got obviously my red and white ones. These are done using the exact same pattern, but just done obviously in different colours. So I really like both of them equally, and I'm going to make some more rainbow ones as well. But the tutorial, as I say, for those is on my channel. So I currently have, I think I've got 5 of these on my tree at the moment. I'm also going to order some smaller polystyrene balls because I want to make lots of different sizes. So those are my little crochet baubles. I also have 4 of these crochet wreaths on there. So these are obviously just mini wreaths. And again, there is a tutorial on my channel for it, and I will link down below all of the links that you will need for all of my tutorials for them. So this is just a little mini decorative wreath. So obviously I've used the red yarn to add some extra detail, and I have 4 of these on my tree. So I haven't got them hanging at the minute, but I probably will put a loop on, because at the minute they're just sort of placed in the tree. So like I say, I will probably add a little hanging loop to them later today so that I can hang them properly. But they are a really sweet and such a simple thing to make as well, and you can whip them up really quickly. So they'd even make nice Christmas presents if you had a few of them in a little box or something. So they are, I'm just hoping you can see what that actually really looks like. So they are the little mini wreaths. I've also got this one. Now I hope you can see just how cute he is. So this is a little crochet mouse, and he also has little reindeer headband antlers as well. So I've got 2 of these. One of them is a Rudolph one because he's got a red nose, and the other one is just a normal mouse coloured nose, if that makes sense. And these 2 just sort of hide in my tree, and the kids have to try and spot them. They hide somewhere different every day in the tree. So I could have them out on a little shelf or something, but to be honest I think they quite like living in the tree. So they're a Mr. and Mrs. Mouse, and they live in my tree, and they are super cute. Now this isn't my pattern, so there is actually no tutorial obviously for this, but I'm sure you'll be able to find a sweet little mouse pattern without too much trouble. And then just like I say, he's got some little antlers as well. I'm just really hoping that you can see them. Anyway, so they are my little mouse couple. And then finally, for the crochet things, I've just got some wreaths that I have around. The first one is my biggest one. So this is the one that goes on my living room door. So again, there is a tutorial for this on my channel, so I will link it below. So obviously it's just a plain polystyrene wreath that has been covered, and I've added some little holly and some berries, and then obviously the large glittery bow at the bottom. So as I say, this is quite a large one, and it hangs really nicely. And I've also started this little mini version as well, because my little boy wanted one for in his bedroom. So this is going to have some extra decoration added to it over the next day or so. I just need to wait and see what he finally decides that he would like. But it's a really simple thing to do, so do go and check out the tutorial for this. It is very simple but looks so effective, and you can do it. It doesn't even have to be Christmas, you know, you could do rainbow colours and just make a really nice everyday decoration. We've then got a slight variation on a wreath, so this is the one that my daughter has in her bedroom. I'm just going to hold the loop down so it doesn't get in the way. So this is what she has in her bedroom. Again, there's a tutorial for this on my channel. It's a really simple one. It is simply a wrapped wreath, so it's not been crocheted or anything like that. It is just wrapped around, but then there is the crochet detail. So you've got some little stitches that run all the way around in the sparkly thread, and then obviously I've used my star tutorial to add on some little star details, and I made a really simple bow just to finish it off on the top. But I think that looks really beautiful in the cream and gold. It's just nice and neutral, but I really do like that, and I do actually need to make some more of these. So they are all of my crocheted items, so I'm going to move on now. So forgive me if you really don't care about anything other than the crochet, but I am going to show you all of the things. So I've got a couple of knitted items as well. So the first one is my initial, so obviously it's an R for Rebecca, and this is just a knitted, been done round a cardboard letter, and then it's been, obviously they've just knitted the cover to go over the top and a little ribbon, but my husband also has his initial as well. So I think I've got 8 of these now, and they are little mini Christmas stockings obviously, and they are all different. So some of them say my children's name, that's been stitched in, and even the little elf that comes to stay with us at Christmas, if anybody knows the pain of Elf on the Shelf. He has his own stocking that goes on the tree as well. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of these lovely little knitted stockings now, and they do really look cute on the tree. I do really like them, and my mum made these for me. She's a very excellent knitter. And then 2 things that are actually very different now. I'm hoping that you can see the detail, but I've got a horrible feeling that it's just going to focus on me. There we go. So that is my little polar bear. And then we've got this one, which are 2 little birds with mine and my husband's initials. So I'll sit back down now. So they have been made by my very talented sister-in-law. She's an art teacher, so she's very crafty as well. And she makes really nice decorations for us every year. So these are little wooden ones that I've got pictures on, and the date as well for the year that she made them. So she's very clever as well. So they are. We've got another one as well, but I didn't want to show all of them, but we have got quite a few. And then finally, we've just got little felt decorations. So we've got little snowman faces. So we've got a couple of these on the tree as well. You know, just simple decorations, but I think anything that is handmade is just even more special at Christmas time. So we've got little snowmen. We also have little Father Christmas ones. So these actually have my children's names on the back as well. Little Santas. And then finally we have our family of hearts. So we all have one of these little felt hearts. So obviously we've got a mummy one, a daddy, and then we've got my 2 children's names on them as well, and they sit in a line across the middle of the tree. So yeah, these are just little stuffed felt ones, and then our names have obviously been hand stitched on afterwards. So that is it for my little handmade decorations. As I say, I apologise that they're not all crochet, but I do think it's nice to showcase other types of craft as well. I would love to learn to knit, but I've tried and it just doesn't want to happen. But I really do want to you know, branch out into other things as well as crochet, but obviously not to teach, just for in my own spare time. But I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing all of my crazy Christmas decorations, but I will see you for a normal tutorial very soon.